to talk to somebody that has
Yes.
also seen it all. She's a photographer. Her name is Selena Fragassi, and she's been doing Lollapalooza for the last 20 years. Did I get your last name right? You're muted, I think. I think you're muted.
You might be.
Let's
There we
see.
go. Sorry.
What did you say?
Yes,
did I
you
get
did.
it right? Oh, look at me. I'm always
Fragassi.
so proud when I don't get to talk to somebody first and I get it right. You're also a writer. I saw that
Yes.
too, which I thought was really interesting. Okay, so we got to start from the bases. You've been doing this for the last 20 years. What was it like? How did you end up covering it the first time around?
Oh my gosh, it was 2009. So I've been going as a fan since 2007, but professionally 2009. It was overwhelming to say the least. And 2009 was a really big year. Jane's Addiction had just reunited with their original lineup. They had like helicopter stunts. Lou Reed was there. So it was a really exciting year.
Okay, so how has it like progressed during the years? Because we were talking to one of
Adina, yeah.
our coworkers off screen here, and she said like the first year, you know, was super chill. It used to be pretty like fairly casual. You could get in with
Yeah.
maybe a fake ID,
Less people.
less people. I mean, take us through these years and what you've seen.
Yeah, it's incredible. I actually just wrote an essay for the Sun-Times about what has happened in the past 20 years. This year is 20 years it's been in Chicago. And that first year, it was $125 for the weekend.
Wow.
There was 66,000 people, which if you consider there's like a quarter million now, there's only 5 stages. So it's very different. It's doubled or tripled in attendance and stages and bands. You have the Perry's stage now, which is a whole thing in itself where people just park it if they like EDM. So it's become a destination. There's just a lot to do that weekend. Even if you're not really into all of the music, all the activations that are there, the buzz downtown, Lollapalooza is just like the highlight of the summer.
Okay, so I got to ask you this. I'm always the wild card in these interviews. What is the wildest, or AKA the craziest thing, Selena, that you have ever seen?
Okay, so right away jumping into my mind is 2 years ago, Jared Leto with 30 Seconds to Mars. They performed. I thought he was going to die. He jumped from like the roof of the stage into the crowd. I didn't see his bungee cord at first. So I was like, what is this man doing? That was insane. I think Chappell Roan's crowd last year too. I have never seen a crowd that big at Lala or anywhere in my life. It was incredible, especially for a new artist to bring in that many people.
I think that honestly put her kind of on the map, especially
Yeah,
here
I
in
agree.
Chicago. People saw that crowd and were like, okay, this is someone we need to start paying attention to. We see some of your great pictures there. What are you looking for when you're
Behind
you know,
that
behind the
lens?
scenes and behind the lens? Are you wanting to capture the person on stage? Are you looking for certain people in the crowd? What is it?
So I can't take credit for those. That's all the wonderful staff at the Chicago Sun-Times. I just write for the paper, but I work very closely with the photo team. We're always catching up in the media tent, talking about like any kind of rumors we heard for special appearances, where we have to go. And they are just unbelievable talents in capturing the moment, in the photo pit for the concerts and performances, but also of the crowd and just really capturing the vibe of the whole weekend. Yeah.
What would you say in terms of performances has been, let's go top 3?
Oh gosh. You
I
guys are
know
putting
that's
me on the
probably
spot.
hard.
Yeah, you know what? I will say, Ozzy's on my mind today. Of course, he just passed. They did the funeral. Black Sabbath in 2012 was incredible. I think Lollapalooza does a great job of bringing in the legacy acts. 2015, Paul McCartney and Metallica, that was insane. Bringing in the legacy acts, but also bringing in newer talent. 2007, I unfortunately didn't see her, but it's now Lore, Amy Winehouse, performing at Lollapalooza, one of her only US appearances, festival appearances before she died, unfortunately. But one moment that really sticks out to me was in 2021. We had just come back from COVID. One of the very first big events was Lollapalooza in the city. Black Pumas played, and in fact, Lori Lightfoot had introduced them. And when they did their big anthemic song Colors, which is very much about people coming together, I cried. It was a beautiful moment of unity when we really needed it.
We need that now too. So yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with
Yeah.
you.
Okay, back on like crazy situations that have happened. Weather, was always at play. I was telling
Yes.
Tia, like, every time I've gone, it's just been super hot. I know
Or it's
that,
rained
or
before.
or you deal with a storm. So how has weather played a part in some of your experiences?
You know what? I think prayers worked this summer for the weather this weekend because I have never been to a Lollapalooza when it's been 70 degrees and it's been brutal this summer. So I've been very concerned. So thank goodness we have good weather. Yeah, Lollapalooza does a great job of handling it well. Like there's a lot of advance notice for people to exit if there are evacuations, which there have been in the past. The one year that I can really remember is 2011 with those insane rainstorms. They didn't evacuate, but Foo Fighters played in a deluge. There's amazing photography from that, and it actually ended up tearing up the park and cost like 1 million to repair. But the city paid it.
I remember
Um,
that.
I'm sorry, Lollapalooza paid it. And but yeah, so weather, I mean, we live in Chicago. You have to be ready for literally all four seasons when you go to Lolla. So bring a hoodie, bring a poncho, just be ready.
That's what I was going to ask you. When your day starts, when you've gone to Lala, what time does it start? What time does it end? And then how do you dress? Because I'm guessing you're out there in some cases longer than the people that are there to actually watch the concerts.
And you want to look good.
Yeah, right. I mean, it's the moment, right? I'm there from like gates opening around like noon. I'm there for the first performers. I'm there a little bit before, and I stay for the headliners. So I'm there all day long, all 4 days. But I mean, there's a reward in that, right? Like I think you want to go for the headliners. You love Olivia, you love Sabrina, but you've got to go for the early acts. They're going to be the headliners at some point in the future. You're going to catch them early. You're going to see someone who's going to surprise you. So I'm there all day long. I highly recommend it. I say layer. Like every time, everyone in Chicago knows this, right? You wear your shorts, your t-shirt, bring a hoodie, bring leggings if you have to. I mean, there's porta potties, but you can change if you need to. So just be prepared.
You mentioned seeing people kind of early on in their
Ask that.
career and then them kind of going to the main stage or getting pretty close to it. Who have you seen that started there and now they're like almost like a household name, or they are?
Oh, there's a few. And hot tip, if you're going to Lollapalooza, go to the BMI stage. First of all, it's the shady area in Grant Park. There's a ton of trees there. Secondly, it's where people debut. So Lady Gaga in 2007 with Lady Starlight was there.
Wow.
Wow.
You had, yeah, Kesha debuted there. Chance the Rapper, Vic Mensa. The list goes on and on. They really have their pulse on who's going to break, and they book them first. So definitely go to the BMI stage. And I mean, it's cool because like Chappell Roan, she probably would have been on that stage even like last year or the year before, but she grew in real time. And so it's just, you never know where you're going to catch the artist in their career cycle.
Selena, did you already tell us who are you looking forward to seeing this year?
Okay, so all the female talent on this lineup is really, really special. It's very unique for a festival to book almost half of its headliners as women. So definitely Sabrina, Olivia, you're not going to go wrong there. I'm actually really excited for a band out of the UK called Wonder Horse. If you love like 90s big guitar riffs, kind of shoegazy, and some songs, they're fantastic. Looking forward to them. Doechii, you have to see Doechii. She's going to be the Chappell Roan of this year, I think. She's going to bring in a huge, huge crowd. Tyler, the Creator, just launched a brand new album like a week ago, so he probably will have something really, really special at the event. And Twice, if you like K-pop, Twice is going to be here. And Lala does a great job of bringing in global acts that you really don't have a chance to see other times throughout the year. So really check the schedule for those.
Very true. Also, something you don't get to see throughout the year, people dressed in very interesting attire. What is the most interesting outfit that you think you've ever seen by someone in attendance? Or maybe it wasn't really an outfit at all.
Oh my goodness. I have seen it all there. Probably stuff that wouldn't even qualify as clothing. But I love that, right? It's like your chance to let your freak flag fly. Wear what you want. No one's going to judge you there. People are going to applaud you. They're going to want to take photos of you. So just be yourself at Lollapalooza. I think when you have performers like Sabrina, she's very feminine baby doll. We're going to see a ton of that, a lot of pink in her crowd. I think people tend to dress for the performer a lot of times. You want to copy their style a little bit. And so I think we'll see a lot of that this year.
I think that's true. I like that freak flag.
I like
Let it fly.
that.
Let it fly.
Yourself.
Start letting it fly
Yeah.
on this show.
Honestly, hey, hey, do they will they stop people if they're maybe wearing a little bit too little as they're coming in, or are they just letting anyone in?
I haven't seen that, so I don't think so. I think it's you can be you.
We can
Yeah.
test it.
We can
Yeah.
test it.
I don't know. I've never seen that. Media, we have like a separate entrance we have to go through because we
Yeah.
have our laptops and stuff with us. But I don't really know what's going on at the main gates. But there's definitely a lot of people who are wearing a lot of really interesting outfits, and I don't think they stop you. I don't know.
I feel like your playlist would be amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you've seen and heard it all at this point.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of Lala is that no matter what you're into, you can find it there. You can still find the rock acts that throw back to their heyday. You can find a ton of pop, a ton of hip hop, EDM. You can find singer-songwriters. Like you just the lineup is overwhelming. There's 170 bands. And if you need some tips, I interviewed some experts, a brand new story today in Sun Times, who give me their daily lineup. So if you want a curated kind of focus for what you should see, definitely check that out. But definitely do your research. Like try to look through the lineup and look at band names that are interesting. Go look them up and just walk around and find where your ear takes you is my biggest tip.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go ahead. I was going to say, I started reading your article before I came up here, and I was like, I was really intrigued. That's how I knew that you had done some writing recently after starting to read it. Yeah.
I do want to talk, this is like just off topic a little bit, but how about the food? Do you feel like there's good options there? I think I remember people like saying how the food is always a hit and it hits a spot when you're really hungry in the sun.
And if you've been drinking.
And if you've been drinking or doing other
Yeah,
things.
I mean, I feel like it mirrors Taste of Chicago, or at least what Taste of Chicago maybe used to be, where all along Columbus Drive, there's a ton of food vendors. So, and they're all mostly like local people. So you can go over to Billy Goat or get a rainbow cone or find, Connie's Pizza, I think is the pizza vendor there. So there's something for every appetite, even if you're not even that really hungry. I think they have smoothies. They used to partner with Graham Elliott on Chowhound for Lala. They don't really do that anymore, but they've kept up that curation of the food as well.
If you can't tell, I'm hungry. That's why I asked that.
It's that time, yeah.
Real quick before we let you go, where can people follow you so that they can see your work?
Oh, I would love that. Well, I'll be covering all weekend long. So if you want some live recaps of all the things happening at Lala, go to Chicago Sun-Times. I'm on all social media at Selena Fragassi.
It was great meeting you. A lot of
Awesome,
fun.
Selena. Yeah, you're a cool person.
Yeah, I wanted you
Oh,
in
thanks,
studio.
guys.
Also, I want to see your
I
whole
like that.
outfit because I'm loving the sleeves that you have. But do you mind? I mean,
Oh gosh, I don't know if I should stand up and
I'm
wearing like
sorry. You're
workout
right.
pants.
I
She
forgot
has on
that's that
pajama
day and age.
pants.
You're right.
It's
That was so
Zoom.
inappropriate, Selena. Never mind.
I love your shirt.
Post it later if you want.
It's okay if you have on pajama pants. It was great meeting you.
Dude, top up, just top up.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
You're hilarious.
Hey, you know what? I had to ask, but I sometimes am not too PC.
Yeah, because on Zoom, there's been times where I'm in a Zoom meeting and I'm going to just leave it right there.